Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What's up, everybody? Big Herc, fresh out. You tuned into another edition of Prison Talk. I'm here with OG Badger. I'm gonna have him answer some questions for you guys, cause I get a lot of feedback, and to give a different perspective on things, I figure I have him on the show. So make sure you guys subscribe, check out the website, FreshOutSeries.com, and stay tuned. Had a question from one of our viewers. What's up, Herc? I'm TJ. I did 6 months in Maximum, and I'm from Australia. I went in there with a bad heroin habit, so they put me in Methadone unit. Do they have Methadone in American prisons? If not, how do the addicts cope in there? Thanks.
Okay, so that question could be summed up in one answer. I mean, you're fucked. So what happened was they used to have a methadone. You could get methadone in the county if you came in from a program. You could get paperwork, taken down there to the program, to the county, and they would see that you were on methadone. You would pay the clinic $25 a day for every day that they're bringing you methadone. So that's $175 a week for like a $10 fucking dose of methadone.
Oh, wow.
But that's what it's costing your family. And most days you wouldn't get it anyway because something would happen in the county. It's not the case anymore. Now what they'll do is you come in, you have paperwork, whatever. You'll get like maybe a 7-day taper on the lowest benzo you can get. Back then they had flying A's. I don't know if it's like a cold setup. That'll just knock your dick in the dirt. You'll be out for 2 or 3 days. But it takes 2 or 3 days to even start to feel the effects of coming off of methadone. I'm a heroin addict myself. I've woken up in there fucking going, oh no, this is going to be all bad. And it was, just like I said. But so the answer to the question is absolutely not. There's no more methadone. You don't get a transfer from the county on methadone to the state on methadone. And all this used to happen. I mean, granted, you were being tapered down the whole time, but none of that's going on. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Do you know how many people come through the California penal system? So many people, they just don't give a fuck. And how many people come in on fucking kicking heroin?
They don't give a fuck.
Fucking, you ain't kicking nothing, motherfucker. You know what I mean? You're kicking in your cell. So people did fucking start abusing what was being offered to us. And so those that really do need it coming in, fucked up, pain management. Let's say you're not even a heroin addict, you're just on methadone for pain management. A lot of people are fucked up, backs, whatever, getting older. So none of that shit's available anymore. If you have a doctor writing you a script in there, you can get pretty much anything they give you on the streets. It would be at a way lower dose. You're watched taking it, which doesn't mean you're not going to cheek it and get it back to the yard and trade it for whatever you're trading it for. All that shit still goes on, but they let it go on. They know the game. They ain't going to beat the game. They don't give a fuck. Lift up your tongue. That's just how it is. It's up in your cheek, but lift up your tongue, no problem. So, and just know you're eating fucking a pill that's been in somebody's nasty mouth. Every time, but you don't give a shit.
Well, even like people ask me like, Big Herc, how do they get drugs in prison? I'm like, dude, I'm not going to explain to you how motherfuckers are getting them in there, but they're in there. Every prison, drugs is one of the major things that are taking place on the yard. So, the cops know it, the warden know it, everybody knows it.
Well, because we got it from the cops and the warden.
Exactly. People are like, well, how did they get in there? I mean, come on, man. How much money? Just hypothetically, which we're to say hypothetically, how much money you think a guard can make on the side? Because I know I had a homie that was a prison guard, and he had a partner that was making over $150,000 a year on the side just on cell phones.
Just on cell phones.
150 racks.
No drugs.
No,
you
no
know
drugs.
what I mean?
Just cell phones. Cell phones. You know, basically he did this for I think a couple, like 4 or 5 years. He finally went under investigation. They let him retire, but he had made it probably over $250,000, a half, you know, maybe 400,000 on cell phones over 4 year period.
They let him retire sounds almost as fucking weird as you saying you got a pillow when you got to the joint, bro. That fucked me up. You know what I mean? Because what they generally do is fucking once you're caught, they just make you a sergeant or a lieutenant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you get caught twice, I guess, fucking seriously.
Yeah.
You know, Rodriguez fucking became a fucking... He's the one who was fighting at Corcoran, cracking the gates.
Oh,
you know
the gladiators, yeah,
Feds
fights,
came
yeah.
in, cuffed him out, we're all clapping. He just became a fucking lieutenant at another fucking prison.
Wow.
After all that shit, you know what I mean? Fucking... So, I mean, I've never heard of if there wasn't dope involved, contraband is contraband. That's how they see it, you know? Unless it's one of them getting caught moving the contraband.
Well, it's like you said though. Like even at Lompoc, they called the guards the cowboys. You know what I mean? So they had their own fucking crew, and they were basically, like you said, running dope, running shanks on the yard, everything. You know what I mean? They were actually, you could buy like shit. The guards would plant shanks on the yard and let motherfuckers like real shanks. So I mean, there was a lot of shit going on. And people think we make this shit up, but this shit it's real shit, man.
You can't make it up.
You can't make it up, man. I mean, the fights, you know what I mean, is like, oh, I want to see if your reputation holds true, you know. Let me see if you can take out these 6 motherfuckers and, you know, and put it like how we say your paperwork says, you know. And that's just how it is. So you guys, you know, you think we make it up. This is not Hollywood shit. It's just, it's what it is. So stay out of prison, man. Big Herc and OG Badger.
You like it, I love it.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.